7 priority areas on the government's legislative agenda were revealed in the throne speech delivered by Governor John Duncan during the first sitting of the 4th session of the Second House of Assembly of the Virgin Islands on Monday, November 10th. The speech from the throne marks the resumption of sittings for the House of Assembly and sets out government's legislative agenda for the upcoming session.
In order to ensure that the Virgin Islands advance to a level of development where all residents will be able to enjoy good health, a high quality of life and personal fulfillment, a high quality of natural and built environment, safe communities and opportunities to use their talents in gainful employment and entrepreneurship, my government will continue to move strategically forward, doing the work of the people through 7 broad priority areas. They are stimulating, fixing the economy, improving the standard of living, improving overall social services programs and healthcare, strengthening the education sector, protecting our borders and enhancing law, order and public safety, public sector reform, communications and infrastructure, and re-establishing, strengthening regional and international partnerships.
The governor said it is an ambitious program that government pledges to work steadfastly on to build a better Virgin Islands. As part of efforts to fix the economy, an incentive legislative bill will be introduced to promote entrepreneurial activity. Additionally, revisions of the Marriage Act, film production, and a passenger yacht code would be introduced.
For this 4th session of the Second House of Assembly, my government, in stimulating, fixing the economy, will seek to introduce an incentive legislation bill, which will encompass the benefits, the Hotel Aid Act, the Pioneer Status Act, and the Enterprises Act, and the Encouragement of Industry Act, into a single legislation to be able to provide varying types and levels of incentive to applicants or businesses who qualify. The Marriage Act will be updated with modern laws to improve the overall and efficiency in the registration, celebration of marriages in the Territory. In particular, the amendment is geared to provide the right to the registrar or any marriage officer to conduct marriages on board a ship within the territorial waters of the Virgin Islands. This change will facilitate new and additional marriage services to the cruise tourism sector and facilitate greater diversification of the tourist product by further making the Territory more competitive and promoting it as a prime wedding destination. The Virgin Islands boast some of the most scenic beauty in the world, and my government sees the opportunity to leverage our natural attributes and compete as a destination in the film industry. To this end, we will introduce a film incentive bill to offer incentives for capturing film in the Virgin Islands. Our marine sector is paramount to our economy success, and it is the key sector within our thriving tourism industry. Indeed, throughout the years, we have seen important legislative changes that help define our offering in this space.
Policies geared at improving the standard of living for BVI residents will see management of Fishing Regulations Land Service Act and an Environmental Management Bill in conjunction with the OECS Commission.
While it is true that approximately 60 cents out of every dollar spent in the Territory comes from the financial sector, it is also true that the majority of the residents of this Territory are employed in the tourism sector. As a result, my government has intensified its efforts to ensure that the necessary mitigation measures are put in place. Therefore, in collaboration with the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS Commission, the Territory will propose an environmental management bill to regulate the yachting industry, as it will prohibit the discharge of raw sewerage into the ocean. Our initial discussions with industry officials suggest that this is indeed an important initiative and will assist the Territory in maintaining our distinctive competence. Also, in improving the standard of living for all, my government will seek to introduce the Freedom of Information Bill to provide the public with the right of access to information in the possession of the public authorities, thus making available to the public information about the operation of public authorities and, in particular, ensuring that the authorizations, policies, rules and practices affecting members of the public in their dealings with public authorities are readily available to persons affected by those authorizations, policies, rules and practices.
Improved data protection, modernizing Liquor License Act, fighting stigma and discrimination, transforming healthcare, an amendment of the Education Bill and Scholarship Trust Fund Act, and the introduction of a sports council as well as a youth council are among the 50 legislations listed to move the BVI forward. 13 legislations were passed during the third session of the Second House of Assembly, which was between 2013 to 2014.